who are anxious, hard to handling them, and owners don't know what to do. So as a cat groomer, I will say that there is always hope, and I would like to talk about two types of cats here. There are the defensive cats who are swiping you at home. You can't handle them because they growling, they hissing, swiping at you, wants to launch at you. And the second type of cats I will talk about is the cats who are very wriggly. They start to pant, peeing, pooing, hiding, so the shy, timid cats. So let's start it. So the type of cats who are defensive cats, their stress level is very high. They are very scared, and in order to protecting themselves, they they showing the sign of aggression, and they don't want you to handle them at home. So if you bring that cat to the cat groomer, you will bring the cat out of their comfort zone and into a strange environment, to a strange person. So the stress level is going to be much more higher. So it is even harder for a stranger person to work on your own cat. But there is a solution. So the solution is lowering the stress level down. How? That's the big question. So as cat groomers, we have to work on cats on a lower stress level because we use sharp tools and we can't let cats to jump or launch into our sharp tools because we can badly hurt them. So not ideal to work on a cat who is doing all of sort of things. The ideal is to work on a cat who is much more calmer, so we are not injuring them with our sharp tools. So there is a solution, and it is a painkiller. So it is not a tranquilizer, not an anesthetic, not a sedation. And I would like to highlight it because there is no way that is going to let your cat out with a sedative, anesthetic, tranquilizer, because it is not safe, because it has to be done by the vet in a cat clinic. Instead of giving sedative to your cat, they will prescribe to your cat a painkiller, which is going to lower the stress level down. What it is? So it's called gabapentin, and gabapentin used for humans and pets like dogs and cats every day to release arthritis pain, because it is affecting on nerves, and our brain has nerves as well. It is releasing the nerve in the brain as well. So for old cats or people, they get every day a lower dose. And if your vet thinks that your cat needs gabapentin to lowering the stress level, they use it to themselves as vets to bring your own cat to the vet clinic for just an annual appointment, and your cat is going to have a lower stress level. So this painkiller can be used before stressful events such as vet visits or cat grooming appointments. What you have to know a bit deeper about it is that there are dosages for cats according to their weight. Most vets prescribe 100 milligram if the cat weight is below 7 kilogram, and most vets prescribe 150 milligram if the cat is about 7 kilogram, and 200 milligram if the cat is above 7 kilogram. I have a cat whose stress level is extremely high, and the cat is very dangerous, and the owner gets 300 milligram. I made a video about it, by the way, on my YouTube channel, when in a live video I was shaving that cat. So what is important, what most vets, most of the time I would say, unfortunately, they forget to tell to the owners. Because it is very mild and it is not used for tranquilizing cats. Basically, if you give food to your cat 2 hours before you come to the cat salon, unfortunately the belly is going to be full with with the food, and the effect of the gabapentin is not going to work very well. So the cat grooming session can be fail. So for that reason, I always say to people that please don't give breakfast to your cat before the appointment, and please try to make an appointment in the morning time. So how it works is that you don't give gabapentin the night before to your defensive cat. You give the breakfast until 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and you pick up all the food balls. So while you are sleeping at home, your cat is not going to cheat, so your cat is not going to be able to eat anything. And then you wake up in the morning and you give the gabapentin on the day of the cat grooming session, 2 hours prior the appointment, without food. And you arrive to the cat grooming salon, and your cat is going to be much more calmer. It is important that your vet is going to prescribe the dose very well, because if your cat is under prescribing the dose, then unfortunately the cat is still defensive and the cat can be hurt. So if it can happen, so we don't want that. So we want the cat to be nice and calm. So if the vet can prescribe the good dose, it would be very good. The reason I'm highlighting it, because unfortunately sometimes vets don't give the right dose, and the owner will have to go back to the vet and ask the allowance to get the right dose. So that would be important. The other one is that if your cat is shy, which means that your cat is anxious about car driving, your cat is peeing, pooing, if something stressful event is, your cat is shy, and your cat needs the gabapentin the night before and on the day as well. So shy cats also have the dose, the 100 milligram under 7 kilogram, or 150 around 7 kilogram, and 200 milligram above 7 kilogram. Also, again, you will have to give the gabapentin without food, and because if you give food again here with shy cats as well, the gabapentin is not going to work. So for that reason, I would say that before you book your appointment with a cat groomer, and you think your cat is very anxious because of peeing, pooing, panting, even very wriggly, so you can't even hold your cat on your lap or on the table when you want to comb your cat, so very wriggly and always wants to escape from you. would be good to ask your vet the night before and on the day gabapentin. However, if your cat is defensive, showing the sign of aggression, which is growling, swiping, launching, getting very angry with you at home, please ask the vet to prescribe the gabapentin for your cat just on the day. How to give gabapentin without food. So the gabapentin is, and I'm telling it because when you get the gabapentin is going to be a capsule. So please don't give gabapentin together with the capsule because it's a protection for the powder which is inside the capsule, and absorbing it will take more longer time. So you will have to open up the capsule and then you will see powder inside. But you will have to give the gabapentin without food, and how to give a powder medicine to a cat without food is a big question. This is another big question. So I made a video on a very defensive, very difficult cat when came into the salon, because the owners are old and they feel that they don't have the strength to hold their cat, and they don't want to basically screw it up. So basically I was able to get the gabapentin from the owner, because the owner came 2 hours prior the appointment with the gabapentin and with the cat together, and I made a video how to administer gabapentin. All you need is fresh water, the gabapentin, a syringe, and a little bit of schnapp glass or a little bit of bowl you can put the water into. And if you are wondering how I do it, I will put my video about how to administer gabapentin without food. And you will be able to see it on my website or YouTube channel, and it's called how to give gabapentin to your cat without food. So that would be mainly what I would like to share with people who feel that their cat is anxious, and because you know your cat at home better than me, because I have never met with your cat before, so I won't be able to see how the cat is reacting to certain things. That's why it's always best if the owner knows what's the behavior of their own cat, and that would be the 2 type of cats I can share with you as a knowledge. What is the best to treat your cat? I have to talk about something else which can cause confusion and distress to owners. It is when you go to the vet and you ask gabapentin. Unfortunately, most vets don't even ask you if your cat is defensive cat or a shy cat. They always prescribe just one type of thing, which is please give that if your cat is a defensive cat, the experience is that if you give the gabapentin the night before to your defensive cat, your cat is going to have a very calm night, very nice and smooth, and in the morning as well. And then you give the gabapentin again on the day, 2 hours prior the appointment, and then you bring your cat to me, to the cat salon. At that time, the second gabapentin is going to reverse the effect, and your cat is going to be much more defensive, and I can't even start to work on your cat. So please talk it through with your vet, and please ask your vet that please allow me to only give my cat on the day, and there is going to be a better solution, better result to work on your cat. So it is going to save you time to coming into the salon and then going to back to your vet and then talk to your vet again and book a new appointment in the cat salon. So that's why I'm telling to you that this is can be a problem, and I would like to highlight it for you and trying to help you the conversation with your cat in order to make the best result as I can. And thank you so much for your watching, and I hope I could help you how a cat groomer can work on a cat who originally has a higher stress level, and how to lowering the stress level to make the cat grooming safer. Because please don't forget that we cat groomers work on cats with sharp tools, and especially so many defensive cats are coming into the salon in Melbourne winter time when the owner wasn't able to comb their cats, and then they started to be matted. So if the cat fur is matted, we really have to be very careful as groomers to put our sharp blade in between the matted fur and the skin, and carefully trying to shave off the matting. So most of the time I would say that people who are not able to handle their cats at home, they have this matting problem. There are people who don't have matted cats, but they are still struggling to keep up the fur because it's shedding too much. The cat is just leaving fur on clothes and on sofas. So it is not always about mat removal. It can be a problem with just the shedding fur as well. So there are so many different of problems you would like to solve it, but I have to say that doesn't matter what would be the problem to solve to your cat. A cat groomer can help you to find the right solution and choose the right service. I made a video about it, what would be the best service to solve your problem, and you can watch it through as well. And I hope now with this video to cat owners who are struggling to handle their cats at home, I could give them a bit of hope that this problem can be solved, but getting involved into the vet to lowering the stress level down. Thank you so much for your patient and watching this almost 19 minutes video, but I would say that I needed to talk about this problem deeply to be able to explain you everything how things are working, and it can be beneficial for your cat and for your peace of mind as well. Thank you so much for watching.